We Need to Talk, professional women discussing topics ranging from career advancement down to sex and relationships. Finally, a look into the minds of women that we can all be proud of. Be sure to watch We Need to Talk on HeSpeaksSoWell.com.
We need to talk the serious, look into the minds of women. Wives, mothers, sisters, and daughters. When you get them hood rats, ratchetness, fighting and cheating out of reality TV, and just get real.
I think that there's not too much pressure into looking healthy or plastic surgery or anything of that nature. Like for me, I'm a natural person, so I very rarely you see me with a whole bunch of makeup on my face. We were talking earlier about some artists. Like I don't understand. They look way better than they do now with all the surgery that they've done. Like one person, I don't even know what her name is, but she looks like a tiger, like a cat. Not the recent rapper, not the rapper, not the rapper, but the older lady, the white lady from
Housewives.
No,
the one
she's
that
the
cat
real
lady.
cat lady.
Oh, she look like a real cat.
Yes.
Yeah, she's had so many plastic surgeries.
I know who you're
And
talking
there's
about.
no need for that. Like I think that naturally we have all the things that God provided us with is beautiful. We just have to be able to acknowledge that, love ourselves enough to realize that we have all that we need, and we're beautiful just the way that we are.
But you're talking about like on TV, people are being sold that they're not happy. That's really what it comes down to. Don't be happy with how you look. You can fix this. You can do better. That's what that plastic surgery is selling.
That's self-confidence.
I think it's just confidence. That's what it was.
I think it's just a temporary fix.
Because then nobody's telling me that I need my nose done.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna tell me that I need my lips done or I need
breasts.
bigger high cheekbones or anything.
But I mean, ultimately, they don't. From what I've seen, they don't be satisfied after the surgery. I mean, they always find something else that's like, well, maybe they should have tweaked this a little bit or a little more.
It starts with the
it's ongoing, so they're gonna keep on getting different surgeries.
Once you do it once
you stop, start, you cannot.
Right.
Continue.
And that's just
and that's not healthy
self-confidence.
at all. To me.
There's just something not completely healed
even
within.
they're having
Right.
so you have the
conscious of the way they look.
what do they call it? Pumping parties. Where
Botox.
Yeah.
They do that?
Yeah. Well, not
Pumping what?
Botox, collagen.
Well,
they're
Really?
getting.
That's crazy.
Well, women are getting, their butts done, but
At these parties?
Now you know what? That's
But
crazy.
wait,
it gets crazier, and men are having their penises enlarged.
Now that's really
and
crazy.
people are dying from this because they're
Yes.
not certified plastic
I have
surgeons.
read that. Yes.
But the thing is,
I didn't know
people,
that.
it's like people feel like they want to look this way. Now, why? We look in the magazine and all the airbrushing and all the things. I mean, and you have children.
They think that that's what it is.
They think that that's what people
It makes
look like.
them look perfect. It's unreal. It's not realistic.
No.
So they try to go for something. They try to make something that is.
Well, it boils down to the media. The media shapes our mind to believing what we should feel, what we should think, what we should live, what we should look like.
If you're
I
that
don't know if it's
weak
just
of
the
a
media,
person.
Media has a big influence.
It has a big
though.
influence. But
Very big
I mean, when you're
influence.
thinking of something like, okay, somebody who's going to get their nose done or they're altering facial features and things like that, I think that has a lot to do with media perception. But when you talk about things like weight, like people, because a lot of people
They have
get
choice.
liposuction.
Yes.
And it's not, they're like, oh, I would never touch my face. I would never do all that other stuff. I just want to look the way I did when I was 18. You know what I mean?
They just try to preserve.
Right, they want to preserve
they wanna
what they
preserve
already
their
feel like they are.
Yeah.
So they feel like I don't have self-esteem issues. I want to look the way I look, but I have to preserve this. And basically, they're too lazy to do it the way that's going to take a lot of time.
Yes, they are.
And
I tell my clients that all the time.
but that's the thing. And so in those situations, it's not necessarily media telling them that. I think it's sometimes the people around you, because people, I don't think anybody hasn't had a situation where they haven't seen somebody maybe from high school in 10 years or so, and they look at you and they're like, oh, like you're a little thicker, or
Last night I saw a guy and he was like, you remember me? And I was like, yes. I really looked at him because he was like,
and that's the thing. And I mean, I've known some people. There were some girls I went to high school with who were, not the smallest girls in high school. And then I saw them at class reunion, and it was just like, oh, like double the size you were then. And like I said, or even, some people will look at you different. Like, I mean, I think that you do have to be secure in who you are yourself, because I mean, definitely
You do.
when I was in high school, I had black relaxed straight hair, you know what I mean? So, if people will see me and they're like, some people are like, oh, that's cute, and other people will be like, okay, that's different. You get those kind of reactions. And if you're not okay with yourself, then of course the people around you will automatically start making you doubt what you do on your own. Like,
Seeing other people.
Yeah, other people who,
When you see
especially
them.
people who've known you for years and years ago, because those people will definitely want you to still be the same person they saw years and years ago, and that doesn't always happen. And nobody seems to be sensitive, or they're not compassionate to the fact that we're all aging. We're all going to change and look different, and some people for the better, some people not so much for the better. But